Hey y'all, let's talk about the fight tonight. I am I am very impressed tonight, and I know Virgil went the Teofimo Lopez way out, and he was like saying that he is not ready for a title shot. He basically said it himself. He's like, "Oh, he's like, I learned today that I'm not ready for a title shot, and I have a lot to work on." Um, so, that's what he said. He was kind of, in my opinion, I think he was being a little bit harder on himself than he should be because yes, he went past the fifth round for the first time in his career, but at the same time, he defeated somebody that had never been knocked down or knocked out before. And as we know with Relentless Orozco, he had faced Jose Ramirez. So Relentless Orozco had faced Ramirez and went the distance, didn't get knocked down, didn't get knocked out, and it was a good ass fight. Now Orozco was giving Virgil a really good fight. He fought amazingly. His stamina was there. If it wasn't for Virgil's power, I feel like Relentless would have gone the distance. He did amazing. I was very pleased with the way Orozco kept coming forward, regardless of Virgil's power. But that lets you know everything you need to know about how much of a warrior Orozco is. However, again, he had never been knocked down or knocked out before, not even by Ramirez, who is the 140 unified champion right now. And that should let you know how good Virgil is. And he was being a little bit too hard on himself, in my opinion. But I do appreciate his humbleness and saying that he needs a little bit more work to get a title shot. With my opinion, yeah, of course you want to work more. You gotta work on your angles, you gotta work on your maintaining your distance and all that, because Virgil's chin was tested in this fight because Orozco landed some really good punches, and including a really nice right hand in one of the early rounds. How's the quality, guys? Because I know yesterday you guys were roasting me about my camera quality, but that's because I was on my computer, not on my phone. Let me read these comments. It might be a little bit harder for me to read the comments because this is on my phone. Hey, Almighty Diamond, and hey, Jab Left Hook. Virgil's a man. Yes, he is. Orozco fought really well. I agree. I think for the fans that were there for Virgil, like the Texas fans, I think they were surprised about how well Orozco was holding up. But for the real fans that know who Orozco is and how he held up so nicely against someone like Ramirez, we knew that this was going to be a tough challenge for Virgil. Mira Juanga, yeah, I love Juan Gabriel. That's just a basic little fact about myself. So I love Juan Gabriel, and I have the little painting of Juan Gabriel. Homo fighters are the most dangerous. Boy, for reals. Why are you so fine? I'm not even fine. I look like a potato. Good quality. Woo! I'm glad that the quality is better because yesterday people were roasting me. You're straight on quality. Fuck yes. So let's get going. Let's talk about the fights. Did Virgil get hit more than you expected? No, I think he got hit just as much as I expected because we saw what Orozco can do. We saw how Orozco looked against someone again like Jose Ramirez. And Jose Ramirez isn't no fucking pushover. We know he's Mexican style and we know that he comes forward, but we know that he also likes to take off a lot of punches. Now, the fact that Maurice Hooker didn't go the distance against Ramirez, but Orozco did, and Orozco was never a champion, that lets you know how much of a real deal Orozco is on himself. He went the distance against Ramirez, coming forward and being the warrior that he is. So Orozco was no joke. I knew that this fight was going to go past the fifth round. My prediction was a later round stoppage. But after the fight went past the fifth round, I was like, ooh, this is getting intriguing. This is getting interesting because, again, Virgil had never been taken past the fifth round. Never. This is the first time Virgil gets taken by the fifth round. So I was very intrigued to see how he was going to hold up against Orozco in the later rounds, but it never happened. So I guess we have to wait to see how Virgil would hold up in the later rounds. Sorry, the only thing about going live on my phone is that it's harder to keep up with the comments. Virgil can defeat anybody at 147. I don't know about that. I need to catch the replay. You really do. Like, that fight is really good. I'm on Chicana Boxing on Instagram, and I posted some really cool little. I just posted a recap of his knockdown. So if you guys want to check it out. Go to Chicana Boxing on Instagram. Orozco's a legit boxer. Yes, he is. I need to catch the replay. Virgil can defeat anybody. Who would be a good? I think Danny Garcia would be a good ass fight for Virgil. Honestly, anybody at 147 would be a really good fight for Virgil. Someone that is already been at 147, not somebody who like Orozco, just like Virgil. We're both coming up. I know this was Virgil's second time at 147 and Orozco's first, but also Orozco looked very comfortable at 147. Orozco looked like he was more agile at 147. He had a little bit more power. Anyways, he looked comfortable. So I want Virgil to fight next. Somebody who has been at 147 already and who has been there a while, and see how he does. I wouldn't give him somebody who's a champion or a former champion just yet, but somebody that has been at 147 and has been there the whole time, you know? Goddamn, Versus Ramirez, do say something, right? It was a good setup fight. Wow, your camera's better. I know, Michael. I'm so sorry. Yesterday, I went live on my laptop, and that wasn't a really good idea. Apparently, I looked like a potato. They didn't ask him who he wanted next. Who looks visible for 147? Well, I think the reason they didn't ask him who he wanted first, next, I mean, was because he was very hard on himself in the way of his performance. So because he was so hard on himself on his performance, I don't think it opened them up to ask him like, oh, then who do you want next? You know, because if somebody's really hard on their performance, you think, okay, well, you know, let me not ask him about who he wants next because he's very, you know, he's criticizing his own performance. They scream, huélete la mano, that guy honka at you. What? I don't know. I think Virgil will knock out anybody in front of him. Always bringing the knowledge. Thank you, Frank and Isidro. I do think that Virgil has really good power, and I mean, we've been seeing it. He has 14 knockouts now. 14 knockouts in a fucking row. And I think, and I said it yesterday in our live yesterday, this fight would be very telling on how he would look. Because I was scared that if he went the distance, he was going to get the Teofimo treatment. You know how people after Teofimo went the distance, people were like, oh, you know, you fucking hype job and shit. I don't like that. I don't like when prospects get like a bad treatment because they went the distance. Because prospects need the rounds. They need to learn how to adapt, right? But I think Virgil did great. Orozco did amazing too. But I was very, very proud of how Virgil stayed cool, calm, collected. He didn't engage when he didn't have to. And I was very, very proud of him for that. And I'm very proud of Orozco for giving it the fight that most people who were going for Virgil didn't expect him to, you know? So, shit, that was a really good fight. Maybe Jose Benavides is next. Bro, that would be a good ass fight. I would love to see Jose Benavides against Virgil, but that's like more top rank shit, no? Is Jose Benavides with top rank, or is that was just because of Crawford? Virgil versus Broner, bitch. See, there are so many good names at 147 for Virgil who are not like current champions or like former dangerous champions, because we all know that yes, Broner was a 3 division world champ, but he is no longer like a legit threat, you know. Virgil, oh my bad, he's going to be the bigger Canelo. You'll see. I really hope so. I like how he gave props to Golden Boy, you know, because we know what the fuck is happening with Golden Boy right now, with Ryan being banned at Golden Boy and Canelo having problems with Golden Boy. So it was refreshing to see Virgil like, oh, you know, good job. Like, I really like you as a matchmaker, instead of just being like a little shit, you know. Ahora te peinaste. That's because y'all are so rude. Y'all don't let shit pass by. Yesterday I had my hair up because I was fucking hot, and today it's not that hot. I want to see Josecito versus Broner. Oh, that'd be a good ass fight too. Virgil versus Eddie Garcia, amazing fight. Honestly, Virgil against anybody at 147 that is not a champion would be a really, really good fight. I would love to see. The only thing, like, he can't face. I would have loved to see him against Hooker. Imagine if Virgil would have taken on Hooker, then Virgil would have been champion at 140. Because don't if bitch, if fucking Ramirez hurt Hooker, imagine what Virgil would have done, bitch. Like, I would love to see it. There's two guys that haven't been stopped in their career, Orozco and fuck. It's so hard to read the comments on this. Orozco and Herrera. Yes, exactly. Well, I think Herrera had been knocked out before, but it hadn't been since like 2005, which was like more than 10 years ago. So he had been knocked down like in 2005, but never like Virgil did it. Oh my God, Virgil versus Jesse Vargas. Yes, bitch, make it happen. Because we saw that Virgil versus Munguia was happening, and then supposedly Munguia was the one that kept put a catch weight on it, and it's like, Munguia, like, bitch, just take the fight. You need a good name in your resume. Besides, your last two fights, arguably, you lost, so just take a fight against Vargas and beat him, because no offense, but Vargas isn't, anything special to talk about, so I feel like Munguia would be a really good name for for Vargas and vice versa. I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast because yesterday I was really behind in the comments, so I'm trying not to be behind in the comments, but maybe I'm just talking too fast. I'm sorry. Actually, Khan versus Virgil. Bro, Virgil would fucking murder Amir Khan with that chin. My dude. Virgil versus Vargas or Danny Garcia. I like you guys the way you guys think. Yeah, I like how he shouted out Golden Boy at the end. Little shot for Ryan and Canelo. It really seemed like a shot, right? It seemed like I'm throwing shade your way because y'all are bitching, but I'm over here fighting really good competition, and I'm still giving props to my promoters, my dudes. Like, I'm still giving props, fighting fucking legit competition. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia over here fighting Braulios, like Mr. Boxing Guru says, fighting Braulios and still talking shit. Like, bro, stop. Pinche Virgil tiene rocks en las manos. Hey, check out his fucking, he might have Margarito fucking raps. Hello, Jab Left Hook. Hi, girl knows what's up. Thank you. I really appreciate it. The only bad thing about tonight is that you weren't ringside. I know. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys honestly. On Thursday morning, I got an invitation from the Garcia team, and they said if I was going, and I said no, I didn't apply for credentials because honestly, I had never covered a fight in Texas, and I think I talked about it yesterday. My son was a little sick, so the Garcia team was like, no, come, and Robert has a ringside seat ticket for you, and don't worry, like, just come. And I almost went. Like, of course, if they tell me that Robert is giving me a ticket, of course I want to go. But at the same time, I'm a mom. I have duties. Like, I'm not just going to fucking get up and go. But should it be another time, I would definitely go regardless. The zone needs you ASAP. No offense, but I think so too. Because I love Claudia Trejo on the zone. She's a badass bitch. And everybody else is kind of whack on the zone. How about Virgil for a belt versus Pacquiao? And this fight was for the WBA gold title. Because, WBA be having all these weird ass belts, just like the WBC. They have like all these fucking little belts, interim, gold, whatever the fuck. So this was for the WBA gold welterweight title. And as we know, Thurman had the real championship belt, right? And WBA. And Manny had the regular WBA welterweight belt. So when Manny beat Thurman, he got the real WBA welterweight belt. And then that WBA regular welterweight belt became vacant. So that means it's vacant, right? So Virgil should get a shot at that regular belt, but now they're giving it to Lara versus Canelo's brother. You know how Erislandy Lara's now fighting Canelo's brother? Now they're like, oh, okay, this belt is vacant. All right, let's give it to them. Whoever wins this fight is going to win that regular belt that used to be Pacquiao's belt before he took Thurman's belt, which was they were both from WBA. All this fucking organization shit is really confusing, but Point is, yeah. So it would be cool if Manny and Virgil fought. I think Manny would still beat Virgil just due on experience, and we saw this shit against Thurman. But there's no shame in losing to Pacquiao. So even Virgil said it in our interview, like he's like, if I lost to Manny, he's like, well, I would take it. Like I don't care. Yes, that is Juan Gabriel. Juan Gabriel is one of my favorite fighters. I mean, fighters. One of my favorite singers. Guys, I've been drinking like 3 fucking 6 packs of these. So I'm sorry. Not my favorite fighter, my favorite singer. But no, Herrera has never been stopped. He was old, but I could have sworn that Herrera got knocked down in like 2005. But maybe I'm wrong. Shit. If anything, better shit for Virgil. Is that Juan Gabriel? Oh my bad. Yes. Juan Gabriel, my favorite, one of my favorite singers. I love him. Hey, against the ropes. See you next week at the Bank of America. Mendigos, Robert Garcia team se enamoran de ti. No. See, and that's one thing that I never want to spread out. Because it's one of those things people think, like, oh, a girl, that means, like, just because she's a girl, she's going to get all this shit. In the contrary, like, we girls, we get no type of respect in this business. Because why? People are like, man, bitch, go make me a sandwich type of shit, you know? We get no respect in this biz. I think they just like the fact that I promoted Virgil the way that no one else did. I was posting my interviews with Virgil everywhere. I was telling people to go buy tickets. I was telling people to watch the fight on the zone. So I think they like that. I would never say that because honestly, I've only met them once. The Garcias, not Virgil, because I've met him before. But please don't say that. Don't disrespect me like that. I would really appreciate it if you guys kept it a little bit more respectful with me in that way. Because I would like to think that my job, the job that I do interviewing these fighters is good enough to where it get me recognized. And not because, oh, they're falling in love with me. Because that's not the case. Woo. Get them likes up. Help our channel. Thank you. Thank you. Favorite fighter. I know, my bad. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm way back now. Damn it. See, I'm trying to not get behind in the comments. Okay, fuck. I'm way back. Okay. Salud. ¿Qué tomas? I drink IPAs. They're my favorite. Yeah, Claudia Trejos is the only smart reporter there. Sexy cool. Claudia Trejo, my respects to her. She is fucking goals and she is amazing. I love her. I'm the WBA Gold Cafe con Leche champion. I am the WBA bomb ass bitch champion. Ryan Duno, Romero Duno. But hey, I don't blame him. We saw what Romero Duno did to Chimpa. Remember? So Romero Duno ended Chimpa's career basically. I don't think Ryan wants that. Virgil and Arrow were stablemates. Yeah, because they're both from Texas, so they would be out of the same gym. Cougar. Virgil versus Broner. I would love to see it. They need to drop the interim belts. I know. I'm tired of all these like little belts. Just have the real belts, please. How good is Andre? Virgil will destroy Lara. I agree so too, especially after we saw what fucking Angulo. You guys remember the fight versus Lara versus Angulo? That was a good ass fight. And I think Virgil has way more power and is faster and more agile and better ring IQ than Angulo. So I feel like, yeah. How good is Andre? I think Andre is one of those guys that is really good technically. Like he has a really good technical ability. But at the same time, if he didn't have a belt, nobody would give a fuck about him. And I say this in the nicest way possible. Boo Boo is one of those guys that the only reason he's relevant is because he has a belt, you know, because he was able to get it because he wasn't able to fight Billy Joe, and Billy Joe got stripped. So he's one of those guys, if he didn't have a belt, he wouldn't be relevant. So is he good? Yes. Does he have good technical ability? Yes. Will he give Canelo problems? Yes. Would Canelo adapt and eventually beat him? Also, yes. So I hope that answers your question. I'm way behind. Fuck, I'm way behind again. Oh my god. Okay, there. Damn, gone off the IPA. Yes, I love IPAs. They're my favorite. Hello, Alejandro Sanchez. Favorite fighter. I know, I'm sorry. Get them like, my bad. One of the better fighters tossed me one of those, Corita. Thank you for remembering that I'm from Nayarit, because I am hella Nayarita. Damn, you drink like my tios. I drink like my own tios. Shit, my own tios are fucking rowdy. Damn, an 18-pack. Well, I bought 3 6-packs. And this was like, I think this might be my last one. Go make me a sandwich. Come on, fights. Just a sandwich. I know how to make ceviche, pozole. I know how to make fucking un molito. Fucking sandwich. Don't insult me like that. Or a torta, exactly. I'll make you a fucking torta de panela. Shit. How can I get a press pass? Pie to the face. The way you can get press passes is applying to them through the media credential sites and just message them and be like, hey, look, this is my work. This is what I do. So please, like, I would love to attend and cover the event. And they'll most likely say yes if you show them that you like have good intentions. Loving your energy. Thank you. I think I'm just trying to talk too fast because I'm trying not to be behind in the comments. Did you notice they put a camera on some old guy and not Virgil's dad? They probably think Virgil's dad is his brother. Yes, dude. Like when we went, okay. So I've been following Virgil on Instagram and Twitter for years now, and he follows me back, right? But I don't want to be disrespectful and just show up without telling his dad. So I followed Virgil's dad and I said, hey, is it okay that I show up and interview your son? Like, I already asked him, but I want to be respectful and ask you. And he's like, yeah, of course, show up. Fridays we train at 12. I was like, cool, I'll be there. So I got there, and then like this random young ass dude walks up to me, and I'm like, "Are you Virgil's dad?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm Virgil's dad." They look like brothers, my dude. I was like, y'all look like twins. I was so confused, but Virgil's dad is just young. He had him when he was young. Shit, I don't blame him. I want to get a boxing industry. Any tips? Yeah, just if you have a website or anything where you're covering boxing, because they won't give you credentials unless you're covering boxing, right? Just email the people who are the promoters and show them your work. And you show them your work and you're like, hey, just so you know, this is my work and I would love to cover an event, and then they'll hit you up. And if it doesn't happen right away, because I didn't just start getting accepted to this day. Some fights I don't get accepted to, like the really really big fights. So just be like, hey, this is my work. They'll accept you maybe to the smaller fights, but if it's like a big pay-per-view fight, they might not, because there's so many outlets, including TVs, that won't let you be a part of it because they already took up all the space. If that makes any sense. Who wins, Orlando Canizales or Johnny Tapia in their prime? I think Tapia. I gotta give it to Tapia because even though he was a fucking drug addict, like when he was on the zone, and not to make jokes on the zone or puns, but he was it, bitch. IPA should sponsor you, right? Give me some money. I drink enough and spend enough money on this shit. Give me some money back. Eli is square. Can you? I don't get it. Billy Joe ducked though. I don't think Billy Joe ducked. I think Billy Joe just got caught with like banned substances. RGBA best in the game. I think currently they might be. This chick don't know show about boxing and is drunk. Aw, you really think I would get drunk off of beer? I get drunk off of hard liquor, not beer. Beer just makes me pee a lot. But if you don't think I know shit about boxing, then maybe you should leave this live. Or you can keep talking shit. I don't mind. Brings up my engagement. Go ahead. Hello, good fellas. Virgil versus Jersey Vargas, Victor Ortiz versus Andre Berto. Bro, imagine that card. That would be awesome. You nice and thick. Sorry to say. You can just see my face. How can you say that? Canelo versus Andre is a 50-50 fight. Nah, I don't know about 50-50. I think more like 70-30. What do you think? He'll just beat everybody? There's a reason he don't want to fight Andre. Okay, oh my god, it's just you. I see the one. He's the same guy that was here last night talking about Charlo would knock out Canelo. Let it go. Please, let it go. I would love to go work boxing in a fight. Well, yeah, just message the promoters and let them know your work and what you've done, and maybe they'll say yes. What's up, King Boxing Power Pound? Charlo got exposed. Stop it. I don't think Charlo got exposed, but I think he hasn't faced any of opposition that would definitely top Canelo's opposition. So does he have talent? Yes, he fucking does, but he should maybe work his way up to fight Canelo than just fight Canelo right away. Because am I saying he won't give Canelo problems? Yeah, maybe in the first 3 rounds, but I think Canelo ends up beating them. You like SpongeBob? Not really. You are right, Lily. Do you think Canelo will offer Yard a contract? No. I don't think Canelo gave a fuck about Yard or the 175 division. I think what Canelo saw about Kovalev is the fact that he was so vulnerable right after Ward. And the fact that even though he did beat Alvarez and came back to knock out Eleider Alvarez, I think Canelo saw, hey, this guy doesn't like body shots. And this guy got knocked out by somebody who doesn't have very much knockouts. And this guy hasn't been the same since Andre Ward beat him that second fight. So I think I have a really good shot against him. I don't think Canelo gives a fuck about the division at 175. I think he just wanted Kovalev specifically because Kovalev hasn't been right in the head ever since his loss to Andre Ward. And as David Jackson, what his name is, he had already basically said Kovalev doesn't like body shots. Canelo knocked out a bunch of people with body shots. So I think that was it. I don't think Canelo gives a fuck about Yard or anybody else at 175. I don't know if you guys saw that. Even Sean Pascal was calling out Canelo. I don't think Canelo gives a fuck about the people at 175 other than Kovalev because of Kovalev's shit. Fuck, I'm way behind again. You got nice eyebrows. Thank you. I need to get them done. They're like super fucking bushy. So, all right, Lily, do you think Canelo will offer Yard? I just said no. I'm sorry. I read that again. Errol Spence versus Showtime Porter. Who you got? Spence. I think Porter looked good against Danny Garcia, and I was impressed about how well he looked against Danny Garcia because he didn't get like super aggressive like he usually is, and he did very well. But I think he didn't do as well against Ugas. And I actually had Ugas beating Porter by 2 rounds. Spence is just too strong, and if I think Porter's style is tailor made for somebody um as strong as Spence, and I think Spence ends him with a body shot. That t-shirt is cool you're sporting. Thank you. Virgil gave me this shirt. He gave me 2 shirts. Virgil gave me this shirt and then a gray shirt that just says Virgil, and it has like some gray gloves. But this is a gift from Virgil and his dad. And of course, like when people gift me stuff, I'm not gonna wear it. You know, like that'd be disrespectful. They gave it to me. Ooh, fuck, I'm behind. Fuck, I'm behind. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm sorry. No, Billy Joe moved up. No, Icy, you're fucking wrong. Yes, Billy Joe moved up. But wait, Billy Joe moved up after he got fucking busted for banned substances. The fight against Boo Boo was basically, the fight against, Boo Boo was canceled because he got banned for banned substances. So he had to move up to 168 now. So what are you talking about? Please read. Stay informed. Don't just come up here with some dumbass shit. Please go read. Read why the fight against Boo Boo didn't happen. He didn't fight Boo Boo because he got caught with PEDs that he blamed on nasal spray. So please go, please. Stop commenting dumb shit on my shit. Stop commenting. My bad, guys. Stop commenting dumb shit. Go read a fucking article. Canelo stops Andre. I don't think he stops him because Andre likes to dance around the ring a lot. But I do think he does beat him. I think it'll be similar to like against Jacobs, except a little bit more boring. I had a Virgil winning every round. What do you think? I did have Virgil winning every round, but I think Orozco was doing really well. It was really close. What were the scorecards? What were the scorecards for the stoppage? I would like to see them. Charlo would not stop Canelo. No, that guy's just, I think he just really loves the Charlos. Juan Gabriel versus Canelo. Hey, Juan Gabriel versus Canelo in heaven. Do you think all boxers take steroids? I don't think all boxers take steroids. I think just, the asshole ones. The ones that are insecure. You know what? I'm going to stop reading your comments. I see the one. You're kind of fucking weird. The only thing I don't like that Orozco was undersized at 147. He was too small for Ortiz. But he would have been too small for Ortiz at 142. So, like, they were both 140 before, and they moved up together to 147. At 140, Virgil would have been even much more bigger than Orozco at 140. Does that make any sense? Charlo wouldn't KO Canelo. He would just box him. Mayweather and Lara exposed Canelo. I don't like the word exposed. I think it's a stupid-ass word for boxing because style makes fights and different boxers like different styles. Of course Mayweather beat Canelo. Taught him a fucking shit. Canelo lost every fucking round to Mayweather, and that shit was embarrassing. Anybody who thought that Mayweather was going to lose to Canelo were casuals. Her name is Tania Medina. Charlo couldn't even deal with a last-minute Russian. Exactly. No, but don't take any away for what's his name? Karabob, I think his name was. He's no joke. He did really well in the amateurs, and then he was like up there with Triple G. So don't give him no shit. He comes to fight. Who got wings? My brother got wings. You got wings?
For you, yeah.
Bring me some wings. Not one. No one can be Canelo middleweight. Yeah, I don't think Canelo. Anybody at 160 can be Canelo. Maybe 168 or 175. But I don't think 160.
It's live again?
Yeah, it's like whoa.
Oh, sorry. Sniff. Sniff, sniff, sniff.
I mean, I guess.
Sniff, sniff.
Did you see what he just did? He poured beer on my face.
On accident.
Okay, y'all technical difficulties.
For you, Mom.
Thank you. Fuck yes. A Yard is a clown wannabe Mayweather cat. I don't like talking shit about boxers like that. Charlo's sisters wouldn't even touch Canelo. I just think the Charlos don't have the resume to beat them. Thor versus Pac-Man. I have Thor. Trump versus AMLO. Bro, AMLO is fucking old. So I would have Trump, I think. Why is Fred still friends with that barbershop Mamon Fred? Honestly, I wonder that too, because Fred is really like, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys know that I'm like super pro, I'm super radical. I speak up against, racism. But Fred likes to bring up the race card for no fucking reason. And it's really weird to me why Fern is still friends with her. Texas in the house. You think Manny and Danny will fight? No. I don't see why Mikey would stay at 147, honestly. Other than because at 140 he has his stablemate Ramirez. Or because he can already go back down to 135 because he already went up to 147. So he might stay at 147, but I just don't see him beating people at 147. Your boyfriend is lucky to have... Bitch, I don't have a boyfriend. Don't waste that shit on me. 502 King. I would never have a boyfriend. Don't. Ricky just called Juan Gabriel a scrub. Bro, we gonna fight.
Who's gonna fight?
Me and him.
Really?
Juan Gabriel is an alcoholic that falls off the stage out in his concerts. That makes two of us, bitch. You should be more like Adriana from boxing and Clara Trejo. Why would I be like them? I'm my own person. I respect them both. I think Adriana's great. I think Claudia Trejo's great. But I'm my own fucking person. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. Annoying ass. Y'all are annoying as fuck. I swear to God. Like, I'm not other people. Like, they're great on their own. Shut up. After Billy Joe's suspension was up, he was... I forgot why I'm reading your comments. Shut the fuck up. Juan Gabriel is on your wall. Yes, he is. Just got off work. How was the fight? It was amazing. Go on the zone and watch it right now. No, it's not a Kawama. It's a little IPA. I don't know why you're still... expose Canelo. Well, what do you think of Andy Ruiz and Joshua rematch? Well, it's supposed to be in Saudi Arabia, but supposedly Andy Ruiz is not having it because he doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, which makes sense. But what a lot of people forget about that is that Andy Ruiz already signed the contract, and the rematch is an extension of that first contract. You know what I mean? Like, that's an extension of a contract. He didn't have a say in anything. It's not like, the rematch happens and they have to make a new contract. No, this is an extension of that same contract from the first fight. So, Ruiz doesn't really have much of a say. So, I don't know, maybe Ruiz will take them to court and be like, fuck you, I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. But at the same time, it's like, who else is he going to make that type of money against? And maybe he might get stripped because he's not fighting, Yeah.
But are they cheating?
No, here.
I want one.
What do you... Oh, salud. Ha, I know. My kids will do the shit to me. Will Canelo ever fight Smith? Should he? I think he should. I would love to see Canelo against Caleb Smith, especially because he already fought his younger brother. What's his name? What's his little brother's name? Caleb Smith's brother's name? Liam Smith. Canelo fought Liam Smith in Texas, and he beat him with a body shot against the ropes. So, I would love to see it, because Canelo already fucked up Cotto's brother, and then he fought up Cotto. So imagine if Canelo beats Liam, and then he beats Caleb Smith, and he could be like, I fucked brothers up, That'd be awesome. What are you drinking? I am drinking IPA. Lagunitas IPA. I'm now eating wings because my brother brought me wings. Yeah, Fred, no offense. I don't like talking shit about people because everybody does their own thing. Like I said, I don't like being fucking compared to other women in the sport. And I'm pretty sure the men who are in the media don't like being compared to other people. And I don't like talking shit about people because everybody does what they do and it works for them. But Fred does some weird shit. Like he loves to just bring up race and it's just like why? It's just fucking weird. Um uh what do you think? Oh, I already read that. Oh, my bad. What beer are you drinking? I already read that. Canelo versus 20 was 22 versus Floyd Mayweather. I don't like calling Floyd any names because even if he may have not have had our most favorite style, he still is who he is. Mm. Chicken wings versus my ceviche. I think it depends what you like more because I love wings, but I also love ceviche because I'm from the coast. But I can make you ceviche anytime. Thank you, Rube Dog, for calling me a badass. Mm. When is Ruckus inviting you on his show? Who's Ruckus? Who's that? Exactly, he's consensually obligated. Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I do think Andy deserves more money now that the way he won. He should get more money. You know, he should get more money because of the intensity of the fight the second time around. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. Like there was a contract before that. It's not like Eddie Hearn made a whole new ass contract the second time around. It is an extension of that contract. So I think the only way Andy can fight it is like Saudi Arabia can get bombed, then he might be like, hey, I'm fear for my safety, and maybe they'll change it. Other than that, like he has no say in it so far. Chicken wings, yeah, they're really good. Liam, yeah, Liam Smith. That's him. Don't answer his haters. Is the realest boxing. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's only been a year that I've been doing this boxing media shit, and it's honestly not the best. But I just love boxing too much to walk away from it. But again, I love women. I don't like shitting on other women. I think Claudia Trejo is my idol. Like she's awesome. Adriana Forfino Sports, she's amazing too. I know people always like, oh, her boobs, her titties, blah blah blah. I mean, she's fine as fuck. But other than that, she does very well. Her interviews are amazing, especially how she does the Spanish ones too. I think Adriana is the real fucking deal. She's great, but I wouldn't want somebody to be like, why are you not like her? Because I'm a different fucking person. You know what I mean? We're different people. Um. You think Eddie Hearn has something up his sleeve, so desperate to fight overseas? Nah, I think they're just trying to make the most money. Even if Joshua loses again, maybe they didn't want Joshua to lose again in his hometown, in his home, country of UK. Maybe he just wants to make the most money. If his fighter loses again, at least they're making more money, you know? Thank you, Dark Knight. I appreciate it. I don't want to see Triple G Canelo again. I do want to see Canelo against Triple G again, but it's not a priority. You know, like Canelo has way too many options to like fight Triple G again right away. I think Virgil after today.
I'm gonna get another one.
No, that's the last one. I think after today, Virgil's my number one prospect. Fine. You're rude. Wings. These are not even hot. These are like the garlic ones. Floyd, one of the greatest. Yeah, Floyd is one of the best of all time. But at the same time, he's not my favorite style. I do Tony Hernandez. I do agree. I think Andy wins again. Maybe he doesn't drop Joshua that many times again, but I do think he wins again. I think they chose Saudi Arabia because AJ needs a therapeutic exam. Also because Saudi Arabia is only 2 hour difference from the UK. So that would take more of a toll on Andy than it would on AJ because that's only, again, 2 hours away. Hello, Chico de Barrio. You're pretty cool, girl, reporting boxing. Keep it al 100. Thank you, unknown, and I don't know how to pronounce the second. Saludos de Seattle, chicanita. Hello. I heard it rains a lot in Seattle. I caught you picking up Virgil's good at the end. You interview with him. Virgil is like, dude, he's so young. I'm older than him. I would never do that shit. People in the comments love to reach. Virgil is like 12 years old. I would never sneak a peek on him. Like, I was there his entire camp. If I was there his entire camp, why would I sneak a fucking look in the interview? Y'all are so fucking dumb. Like, I would, if I wanted to sneak in a peek, I would be looking at his dick the entire time during training. I wouldn't just wait for the fucking interview to stare at his dick. He's 12. I'm old. Like, y'all are fucking annoying. Oh, I'm way behind. Pound for pound list. I don't like pound for pound list. I think they're very subjective because everybody likes different things. People like, some people give more of a resume. Some people think more of a, like, power. So I don't know. I don't like pound for pounds. But I think the top three are definitely Lomachenko, Crawford, and Canelo. And I don't care what order, but they're definitely top three. Lomachenko versus Tank. Who wins? That would be a good ass fight, my dude. And I think because Tank, I would have Lomachenko only because Tank has a lot of power and he's very promising, but he hasn't fought anybody good yet. His best fights have been Pedraza and what's the other guy? The Argentinian fuck. What's the Argentinian's name? That I don't know. The Argentina dude that got beat by Mares and Pedraza. And I know a lot of people like to compare the way Pedraza lost to Lomachenko to the way Tank. But you guys again gotta understand that style makes fights. Style makes fights, and Lomachenko doesn't have power like that. Lomachenko will make you quit up here. He doesn't have power, so he'll make you feel stupid. Um, I would have Lomachenko only because Lomachenko is so disciplined and Tank isn't, and because Tank hasn't had the level of opposition that Lomachenko has had. But that'd be a 50-50 fight because Tank has really good fucking power. Damn, Lily hogging all the wings from the kids. They only brought me 4. And I only ate 1. The other ones, they ate them. Leave me alone. Floyd never challenged himself. Yes, he did. What are you talking about? Floyd had a really good fight. But that's when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, not when he was, money. Canelo versus Demetrius Andrade. I would love to see it. Who's your favorite fighter to watch? Usyk. Alexander Usyk is my favorite fight. Actually, that fucking dog. I went to Usyk's website and he has a really cool shirt that says "I am very feel" and it's only and it's $28, but it's coming from like the Ukraine, so I don't know how much it's gonna be if I order it and like all the way here it's probably be like $100. How did you get so knowledgeable about boxing? I've been watching boxing since I was like fucking 5 years old because my dad used to show it to me, and then my dad left, and I have big ass daddy issues, and now he's gone. but I fell in love with boxing, so I watch it a lot. Virgil is 21, bro. Chill. Exactly. He's like young as fuck, and people always make. But there's always gonna be people that say dumbass shit, so I'm not even tripping. Look at the end of the interview, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Dan the man, just because I'm looking at, and at the same time, guys, no, like I don't want to sound stupid, but I have really like longish eyes, and when I have eyelashes, if I'm looking at you like this, it looks like I'm looking down because I have eyelashes, right? So I'm like I'm looking straight ahead, but it looks like I'm looking down. Y'all are just stupid. No offense, but y'all need fucking Jesus. Go to church tomorrow on Sunday and shut the fuck up and pray for forgiveness because you're a fucking idiot, Dan the man. Go away. Do you think Mikey can hang with the welterweights? Some of them, yeah, but not all of them. I think Mikey's too small. And what does he have to prove? Mikey has 4 titles in 4 different divisions. What do you have to prove, Mikey? Like, you already did what you had to do. Stay at 135. Stay at 140. Like, why go up? Cuellar, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, like Thurman and, yeah. I think Mikey is 3, Canelo 5. No offense, but I like Mikey a lot. He's 4 division world champ for a fucking reason. But he's defeated guys that he was always a favorite. You know? Against Lipinets. Lipinets had like what, 14 fights? 17 fights? I don't know. Of course Mikey's gonna win. He has more experience. So not to take anything away from Mikey, but I don't have him over Canelo. And I don't even like Canelo. Feg. I don't get it. A beautiful girl talking top sports of boxing. So, hey, what's up, Nomo? I think I'm in love because you eat the wings just like I do all the way. I hate boneless wings. Like, that's chicken nuggets. When people order boneless wings, if I'm ever out with somebody and they order boneless wings, I'm like, peace. I ain't trying to do all that. that was a good card tonight. Ortiz put the stamp in the show. Yeah, I was impressed by Virgil. He did amazingly. He did better than I expected because I was expecting it to go like seventh or eighth. I didn't know that he was gonna go past the fifth for the first time in his career, but fuck, he literally dropped Orozco in 3 times. You about 30, right? I am not 30. Fuck, I didn't know I looked that old. I just don't sleep because I just graduated university, so my bags are still there. I just graduated, y'all. I just graduated. I'm a mom. I just don't sleep. That's why I look older, but I am not 30. And Canelo versus Joseph Benavides. Canelo versus Joseph? The fuck are you talking about? Errol Spence could hang with welterweights back in the day. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this is just a little fun fact about me. I fucking hate fantasy matchups. Like when people say, "Oh, what would fucking Manos de Piedras do against so and so?" Or how would fucking Mike Tyson do against the fucking Fury? It's like we will never fucking know. Ever. So why get butthurt about it? Or why even discuss it? We can discuss it in a healthy fashion. But I feel like so many people get like so butthurt over like fantasy matches that are never gonna happen. And it's just like, I don't even care about them, honestly. I don't really care. That dog wants a wing. What dog? I don't have a dog. My son? He's kind of like a dog. Yeah, you need a supple Maruchan. I don't eat Maruchan because I'm trying to not get cancer right away. What do you think about Chavez Jr. making a return? I'm not gonna lie. I jumped on live right after the fight, so I didn't even see it. So clue me in. Did Chavez look good? Please let me know. He goes out for the money fights. Yes, I think at this point, since Mikey, again, he has nothing left to prove. He's 4 division world champ. I think from now on, he's going to be chasing the big fights, the big names. And at 147, that's where the money is. So I think Mikey stays there just because he's going to make good money. Imagine him against Pacquiao next. That would be amazing. Who do you hate more than Dan the Man or Icy the One? I don't hate them. I just think they're a little extreme and they're kind of stupid. Like, just shut up, How do you not like Canelo? He's literally probably the best man. I don't like him because he's been really diva-ish, and he's like, let's be honest. The IPF didn't do the wrong thing by stripping him. I think we're so used to, like, other organizations like WBC catering to every fighter. Like, look at the WBC. They stripped Canelo after he beat Cotto after 15 days because he wouldn't make the fight against Triple G happen. But Brazil was fucking Wilder's mandatory for like a year, almost 2 years. White has been the mandatory forever. We all know what happened with White. Stevenson had so many had a Eleider Alvarez as his mandatory for again like 2-3 years. That fight never happened. So the WBC wants to take the belt away from Canelo like 15 days after he beats Cotto, but then they don't enforce that same energy against other fighters. So we're used to seeing organizations bend the rules depending on the fighter, right? The IPF was basically like, we don't give a fuck who you are, Canelo. Like, if you don't fight our mandatory, we're taking that shit away. And it seems strange to us because like, wait. Canelo only had the title for, a couple of months. So why are you stripping him? But at the same time, it's like, if your organization is telling you to defend your title, just defend it. And if Canelo had picked a fighter in September, I think the IBF wouldn't have stripped them because, okay, whatever, he's fighting someone else. But he didn't. He made this whole, there's not good enough opponents at 1-6, or, there's not enough good opponents for me to fight in September for Mexican Independence Weekend. Bitch, how is there not? You got 4 divisions on hold waiting to see who the fuck you're going to pick. But you want to come out here and say that there's no good opponents for fucking September? What are you talking about? So I feel like this kind of backfired on Canelo. Because should he had a fight lined up for September, he wouldn't have gotten stripped. So I'm not hating on Canelo. I just feel like sometimes se pasa de verga. Like he does have the best resume in boxing. But again, sometimes se pasa de verga ese way. Oh my God, I'm way behind. I'm so sorry. Fuck. I don't know about best Mexican boxing in history. You smoking dick. I like bone out. Can't relate. Crawford stuck lipping Crawford sucked Lipinets and he retired. Peterson, but put some respect on it. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Reggie's Progress is the best light welterweight. Agree or disagree? I think Reggie's is really good, and I think Reggie's could definitely beat Ramirez, but we don't know what's gonna happen now that he pulled out of the WBSS. So I don't know what's going on with that. What's up with your? What was your major? My major was journalism, which is why I'm writing about boxing. Woo! My major was journalism. I'm ready to be a stepdad girl. My kids have their dad. Thanks though. The best Mexican boxer in history. Oh, in his law, really. Yeah, I don't get people that Canelo's good. Like again, he has the best resume in current boxing, but I don't know about the best Mexican. I am very few. Bone out sucks. Exactly, they're chicken nuggets. Boneless wings are chicken nuggets. What's good, boxing family? Boxing DNA. Yeesh. How about Robert Duran versus Julio? Yeah, again, I'm not gonna make these fucking fantasy fights. I'm sorry. Did you just ignore my comment? What was your comment? I'm sorry, I'm way behind. Can you fucking say it again? How about Tanahara calling out Ken Ryan? What do you think? Okay, I go to Legends Boxing a lot. Legends Boxing is the gym that is owned by Ryan's manager, Roger Ruiz. Someone in Ryan's team told me that they asked Ryan, like, hey, let's brainstorm on possible next fights. And that they asked him, would you like to fight Tanahara for this card, right? In the Virgil Ortiz undercard. And Ryan said no because he wouldn't be the main event. So not because he's ducking Hector Tanahara, but because he wants to be main event, which I thought was corny as hell. But point is, obviously, they never told the Robert Garcia team because again, this was just between them. They were brainstorming like, what fights do you want next? Like we could set up something with Hector because you know he's fighting in August, and we know that Ryan had missed the July 14th date because of the problems he was having with his manager. So they're like, hey, do you want to fight Hector Tanahara, August 10th? And he's like, no, because then that wouldn't be the main event, which to me is fucking corny, but okay. Loma does have power. That's why fans don't understand. He doesn't have power. Where does he have power? Please. I think the best Mexican fighter of all time is Chavez, not Canelo. I think that's open to interpretation. Why are you so bitter, biatch? Because I am bitter? I don't know. Don't be here. If you don't fucking... See, that's what I don't understand. I love y'all. Like, I really do. But if you guys are like not happy with what I'm posting, then you can it's free to just leave. I don't know. If you guys don't like me, get out of here. Chavez won't be a body shot. Delayed reaction from opponent very early. Oh, what round? I used to hate Floyd, but as I got older, I can appreciate his ability to hit and not get hit. I think we all hated Floyd when we were younger. Like when I was younger, I didn't hate him, but I was just like, man, like fuck this guy. Now I'm just like, man, fuck this guy. But I still think he. Now I can appreciate, like you said, I can appreciate his style. Is this Fern commenting on the Fight Guys account? I don't know. What does Fight Guys say? Any fighters in here? I don't think so. Canelo's the number one in the world. That's debatable. What's living in Sin City? I don't live in Vegas. I don't live in Vegas. Nobody told Canelo to fight any mandatory. That's why he's upset with the Golden Boy. Know what you're talking about. Weird, because when somebody tells you to fight a mandatory, they kind of give you a certain amount of days. But hey, do you, boo-boo. Hey. Canelo has the best resume in boxing. This girl's drunk. I said that. I literally said that like many times. That Canelo has the best resume in boxing. But do you, Alert Cast TV? I don't think it's Canelo. I think it's Golden Boy trying to make the biggest money fights and hurting Canelo's image. I actually think it's the other way around. See, I took a lot of PR classes, public relation classes, and I think that it might be that Golden Boy is taking this blame for it because they don't want Canelo to look bad. When you have a client as big as Canelo, you don't want him to look bad. You rather make yourself look bad instead of making Canelo look bad. And again, I don't think Canelo gives a fuck about fighting guys that are not big names because he wants big fights. Like, again, I'm not blaming Canelo for not fighting Derevyanchenko. Like, but if that's the IBF mandatory and he doesn't fight him, then I also can't blame the IBF for stripping Canelo. You know what I mean? Like, do I think it proves anything? Do I think it makes Canelo look bad because they didn't fight Derevyanchenko? No, because if we're being honest, I think Canelo would beat. We all agree that Canelo would beat Derevyanchenko. So it's like he got stripped, but does it matter? Does it make Canelo look bad? Not really, because we all know that he would beat him. You don't know shit. Just because there's more opponents in the division doesn't mean they are available, right? Do some research, girl. Oh, damn the man. I'm sorry. Are you butthurt? I'm sorry. Please go away. Or else you make me cry. Ryan Garcia and I both just turned 21 the same day. Wish the homie I could go out for some drinks. He probably would say yes. Ryan Garcia is a fucking mess. Soy el jefe de jefes, señores. You know, it's funny because Virgil tweeted that he had the perfect song to walk out to. And then he had like made a poll that if his tweets got more than some type of retweets, he would walk out to Baby Shark. Baby Shark, do 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 do. But it didn't get enough retweets because I don't think anybody would care to him coming out to Baby Shark. So he told me in the interview, he's like, I'm gonna come out to something good. He's like, but I'd rather you guys wait until I come out. So when I saw him come out to like Jefe de Jefes, I'm like, yes, Virgil. Yes, Tigres del Norte, bitch. Se enojó el Dan. I know he must be mad because I tomó una lechita. Dan, do you want a beer? I have another one case in the fridge. I'll give you a beer so relax and get that fucking dildo up your ass and just relax. Stop being butthurt. How do you get media credentials? I think I already said this. You message the promoters and you talk to them about them. Do you watch any upcoming amateurs? I'm not gonna lie, no, I don't. I've been to a couple of WBC amateur events, but not really. No, I'm sorry. What are your thoughts on the whole Canelo and Golden Boy beef? Do you think it's possible him and go to PBC? I think he might buy out of his contract, but it's hard because he has a contract not just with Golden Boy but also with the Zone. So it's hard for him to like step out. But Canelo's gonna make money regardless of where he's at. So Clarissa Shields has no one to fight in 160 or 154. Where does she go? What is that girl's name? Krayshawn Franchon. What is her name? The one that beat the shit out of Marisela Cornejo. They can fight each other. You think Carlos Valderas is a good prospect? Him versus Teofimo Rolly Romero, who wins? I think Carlos Valderas is a really good prospect, and I think I talked about this yesterday that he just doesn't get enough proper marketing. Valderas was a former Olympian. He fights in a lot of PBC undercards with Ringstar, so he fought in the undercards of Leo Santa Cruz's fights. He fights in the undercards of Mikey Garcia's fights, but he just doesn't get televised. So how do they expect people to know who Carlos Valderas is when they don't even fucking promote his fights? Does Spence beat Pac? I think he does. Yes, I think so. Yes, it's me, friend. What's up, Peeps Jr.? Oh, Pac-Man is the GOAT of boxing, I believe. He is. I love this girl. Thank you. What's up, Fern? What up, Fern? Fern, why are you in other people's account? That's scary to me. My passion for boxing is insane. Would you love to win champions some days and become the first champ out of Guatemala? Oh, you're trying to be the first champ out of Guatemala. Do you, boo? Cyborg. Oh my god, guys. Have you seen the documentary of Cyborg where she's like trying to cut weight? That shit makes me so sad. Just here to watch one of the most knowledgeable women in the game speak. Lily knows her stuff. Not according to Dan the man. Apparently, I don't know shit about boxing. You single or not? I'm single and not ready to mingle. Who do you think is the best, biggest promoting company in the future? Do you think anybody's taking over? I think everybody does well promoting people in their own way. Like Top Rank does a really good job promoting their prospects and building them up. PBC does well in paying their fighters, but also not keeping them very busy. Golden Boy does well in keeping their fighters busy, but also not protecting them enough lately to where they've all been upsetted. So it's like they all know they're all really good. I'm not the type to bash promoters. Like I've only been in the media shit for 1 year, and I've seen people like, oh my god, fuck PBC, and they bash PBC, or fuck Golden Boy and they bash Golden Boy, or they fuck Bob Arum, right? I don't care about that. As long as you're putting on good fights, I don't give a fuck. It does annoy me that people, that the politics of boxing, that because of fighters with this promoter, they can't fight a fighter from this promoter. That shit does get old. But I'm not one to bash all promotional companies because they all do that. They all fucking do that shit. That's my account. I remember there's a channel that I don't do any bits anymore. Honestly, I don't remember. Do you listen to Mike Tyson podcast? I've listened to a couple, but not all of them, which I should. Does Ruiz versus AJ take place in Saudi? It might, but like I said, AJ's trying to not have that happen over there. Of course, Canelo gets out of his contract with Golden Boy. He could just make his own promotions. But what you guys don't understand is that yes, Canelo has money. Yes, he can buy out of his contract, but then he wouldn't have the full 365 million because he signed to the zone, and if he goes buys out, then he won't be in the zone, which means he won't have those 365 million dollars. Fuck. You have a boxer crush? I have one boxer crush. Babyface assassin Roman. You know he fought TJ Doheny in the undercard of Rugby Side Estrada 2. You guys know who he is, right? He signed to the zone. So Victor Cortez, my crush, is Babyface Assassin Roman. His book Undisputed Truth on Audible is pretty awesome. I would definitely check that out. I love getting recommendations. Where we were just breaking your balls for and you still hang out with Fred. Oh yeah, tell him. So I'm late here. Who won? Virgil won. Joshua versus Negrete was another draw, which to me was fucking annoying. Like fuck, like just let it go. And then Tanahara won. Not when you think you know. Oh damn, the man again. Go to sleep, my dude. Masturbate real quick. You'll feel better. You'll stop being angry and you'll feel better and then come back. What do you have? What about you? Have you ever tried out boxing? You might have some potential. No, I've never tried boxing. Never. I'd probably get my ass beat. I would love to see David Benavides versus Caleb Plant. I think that would be the best fight at 168 because we know they both talk shit. I would have Benavides, but Caleb Plant loves to talk shit, and I would love to see it. What's your Instagram other than Chicana Boxing Fool? LOL. Why y'all trying to find me on my personal shit? All I do is post pictures of my cats and my kids. So why do you want to follow me there? All I post pictures of my cats and my kids. Hello, what the streets created from New Mexico. Other than that, I respect you for not blocking me like these other fools. I don't give a fuck enough about you to block you, to be honest. My Instagram is chicana.boxing. You and Dan the Man should do a reality show together. Fuck no, I don't hang around with losers. Yes, Lagunita say PA, the best. Too bad your crush is losing September 13th. Who's he fighting? His mandatory, right? He's fighting his WBA mandatory. Who's he fighting? He's fighting his mandatory at WBA, right? Or the ABF mandatory. I don't think he's losing. I think he loses to maybe I think him against Navarrete would be a good fight. Who else is the champion at 122? 122? Yeah. Who else is the champion at 122? Ray Vargas? I think he loses to Ray Vargas just because Ray Vargas has such a long ass motherfucking reach. And Ray Vargas doesn't let anybody get close to him. So I think he would lose to Ray Vargas. Other than that, who else is champion? Navarreta's champion at 122 and he's fighting Panchito this next week. What else? Who else is champion? This Japanese kid, right? Her other account is Teased by Rainbow. That's funny. Who's Mikey? Who should Mikey fight next? I think Mikey should go back to either 140 or 135. But if he's gonna stay at 147, he should fight somebody that's not too dangerous at 147. Because the last thing I want to see is Mikey get knocked the fuck out. I would hate to see it. But hey, I don't. Mikey says he sees stuff in people, so whatever Mikey decides to do, he proved to have a good chin because he didn't get knocked the fuck out by Spence, who has such a high knockout percentage. So good for him there. But other than that, I don't know who else he would fight. My words, I'll be the next best thing in boxing. You'll be interviewing me soon. I'm that confident in my ability. What weight class do you fight at, Nomo? Who got you into boxing? Hardly see a woman into boxing. You know what? I always hear that. I always hear people say, there's no woman into boxing. But honestly, yes, there is. The reason you guys don't know that there's women into boxing is because whenever a woman's into boxing, most men are like, this bitch is just trying to get our attention. Or this bitch is just trying to show off to make it herself seem like she loves boxing, just to get our attention. Most women don't talk about. I love baseball. I love boxing. I love fucking swimming. So, but I don't like talking about it in public because people just assume that you're just trying to be cool, and it's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about being cool. I'm just talking about what I like. Point is, a lot of girls like sports, but just don't like talking about it because guys are like annoying as fuck, and they'll start quizzing you. Like, oh, I like boxing. Oh, yeah? What was the font on fucking Pacquiao shorts when he fought against fucking Eric Morales? Tell me right now if you really love boxing. Or hey, I love the Dodgers. Really? Who was a pitcher in the third games against the Cubs in the playoff season before they faced off, against fucking Boston? Who? Who, bitch? Who was the third fucking pitcher in the World Series? Wasn't Kershaw, bitch. So that's what guys do whenever a girl says she likes sports. They'll like just start quizzing them. Mikey sing Estrellita. Do you cover any other sport? No. So far just boxing, but I do love baseball. So maybe I'll get into that. Con esa boca comes, con esa boca me como a tu papá. Tank versus Loma. I have Loma because of he's more disciplined and because of resume wise, but it's a 50-50 fight. I wish my girl was into boxing. Get her into boxing. Get her into it. Like, watch fights with her. I am at 160. Ooh, that's a really good weight class. Keep working. Con esa boca comes, con esa boca me como a tu papá. Go Oakland A's. Oakland A's? They got a good pitcher. That's all about that. That's about it. Yes, cheers. So, other than that, the only thing I want to touch up on as well is how upset I was over Negrete versus Joshua Franco being a draw once again. Because if you guys remember the first fight with Joshua Franco, that was a draw. The second fight was a win, split decision win for Joshua, and this last third fight was a draw again. And I was like no offense, but these guys should not fight each other anymore. I don't care, just leave it at that. I knew that the edge would go to Joshua because if they didn't give Negrete the win here in California, they sure as fuck were not gonna give it to him in Texas, in fucking Franco's home state of Texas. So I just hope they fight somebody else, not each other. Sup from Chicago. Hello. Tank versus Ryan Garcia. I think Tank beats Garcia. Are you credentialed for the next Top Rank show? Yes, I am. I will be there. Wait, I don't know. Probably not. Appreciate it. I'll do my best and glad not. Yeah, let me know. Does Ellie Setback know you? No, he doesn't. He's never done anything to me. I don't know. I don't. I think you should ask a fighter that. He does nothing to me. I don't like talking shit about other media people. Like, they do whatever works for them. He makes bank off what he does, so he doesn't annoy me. I don't know who he is. I don't really care for him. Who do you think really won? This one I think I had Franco winning just because he came back. I think the early rounds Negrete did really well and he won the early rounds, but then Joshua came back and looked really good, and then Negrete had a really good second win, and then Franco came back and won the later rounds. So I think I had Franco winning, but I'm tired of I'm tired of the draws. He's a ball licker. He licks your balls. All right, good for you. Only Fern annoys her. He does. He does. You do your thing, girl. Don't listen to these pendejos. I really don't. Like, I know people like to talk a lot of shit about me or whatever, and that's fine, but I don't listen to them. You think Triple G is a cherry picker? I don't think Triple G is a cherry picker. I do think that he was avoided for a long time because he hits fucking hard. But let's be honest, Triple G never moved out of 160. He fought everybody at 160, but he never really moved up. And I feel like the fact that he stayed at 160 makes him lose a little bit of credibility because, like, we label the elite in the way that they move up and they, do other things. How is Canelo a cherry picker when he has the best resume in boxing? Isidro, you need to leave your masculinity aside and just not do that. But yeah, I don't think Triple G's a cherry picker. I just think, he did tie Bernard Hopkins title defenses. But a lot of those defenses were also for the regular title, not for the real titles. Tanahara versus Ryan Garcia. I think that's a really good fight. I think it depends because Ryan Garcia has never fought anybody like really, really good caliber. And I think Finito, who is Tanahara, right? They call him El Finito, right? Also, he does really well. He has a really good boxing IQ, but Ryan's just really fucking fast. So I think I would have to edge it out to Ryan. Should it not go the distance? If it goes the distance, is because Tanahara is using his ring IQ to keep him off. I know people, honestly, again, Canelo's not like my favorite person in the world, but when people say he's a cherry picker, I feel like, I'm sorry, but you don't know shit about boxing. Are you familiar with Boxing Ego? I know who he is. I know who Boxing Ego is, yeah. How ugly is Estrellita in person? I'm not straight, so I don't judge straight man. You're a single mom, plus you look like a tweaker. You've hung out with losers all your life. Oh, how cute. You're gonna make me cry, Dan the man. I don't hang out with losers. I hang out with your dad. So, unless he's a loser. Charlo versus Boo Boo. I think Charlo beats Boo Boo. Canelo ain't no cherry picker, lol. What are Ortiz's chances of versus Pac-Man? I think Pac-Man still beats Ortiz just on experience alone. You're right, Quiz B. What round did Chavez drop Mayweather? What? Y'all need to speak English. You're right, Quiz B. What round did Chavez drop Mayweather? Are you talking about Mayweather Sr.? All support, though, for keep. I'm sorry. Keep. What? Oscar Valdez. Well, that's not going to happen. Oscar Valdez or Shakur Stevenson is not going to happen because Oscar Valdez is moving up to 130. And Shakur Stevenson is going to fight Joet Gonzalez. So that's not going to happen. Message retracted, pussy. No, I was kidding. Canelo has fought a lot of old dudes. Oh, really? Oh, fuck. No way. No way. Wow. Is Tofimo the real deal? I think he is. He just needs to do better and not have his dad talk shit for him. Let's go Mimi's, girl. I'll go Mimi's with your dad. What about Spence and Porter? Who should be the next for Spence? Well, next for Spence is Porter. Porter is next for Spence. What do you look like in a man? I don't. I'm gay. I don't look into a man. So what Tanahara versus Ryan Garcia is next? It's not going to be next. That's not... sorry, that's not going to happen. What boxing camp you like better or trainer? What? What boxing camp you like better? What do you mean? Every fighter has their own camp. Trainer? Trainer? A lot of trainers are good. Robert Garcia is good. Manny Robles is really good. Roger Mayweather. Yeah. Keep up the good work. Haters always around and constantly hating. Yeah, I don't care. I know I'm ugly. I know I'm weird looking. That's not... I'm old. You think I'm not... I haven't learned throughout my years that I'm ugly, bitch? I know. I don't know why y'all are fucking bringing that up. Are you cool with Fino boxing with Adriana? Well, I don't talk to anybody. I don't talk to them. I don't talk to Adriana from Fino Boxing, but does she do a good job? Fuck yeah. I don't talk to her. I'm not friends with them. I don't know. I don't know them on like a friend basis, but they do a good job. I don't know what you guys want me to say. Like Fino Boxing, they do a good job in what they do. That's it. Adriana's cool. Like she does a good job. Other than that, I don't know anything about them. Hi, Mija. Great interview with Virgil and the cameo of your son looked great. Thank you. Thank you. I love Virgil. I love that he did well. My son straight up just went into the interview. But hey, it happens. You're a badass. Thank you. How old are you? I'm old. Canelo is a solid fighter. Don't see why he gets so much hate. I do see why he gets so much hate. And it's honestly because with men, it's because men are so insecure and they have really toxic masculinity and they just can't stand seeing another guy do some fucking historic shit. So it's honestly with guys, it's just they're jealous. Heh heh, LOL. Keep it 100. What do you know about Joe versus Shakur Stevenson backstory with his sister? Ooh, I don't know nothing about no sister drama. Please enlighten me. All I know is that Joette beat Gervonta in the amateurs. So I know, I mean, the amateurs don't mean shit. But I like Joette. I've seen Joette live a lot of times in both the Belasco and Fantasy Springs. And that kid is really good. He has a lot of nice pressure. So I'm really excited to see how he will look against someone who boxes. And honestly, I think Joette gives Shakur Stevenson a way better fight than Valdez would have. How hard is it to get press credentials? Why do you guys keep asking me? Message the promoters, bitch. I don't even get credentials a lot of times. Like a lot of times when it's big fights, I don't get them because again, I've only been doing this for a year. So you're asking the wrong motherfucker. Like go ask somebody else. Just message them, show them your work, show them, hey, I write for this website, I write for this publication, I make this work. Check it out. If you like it, approve me. I don't know what the fuck you guys want me to say. What song would you walk out to if you were a boxer? I would walk out to something by Beyonce or Meg Thee Stallion. Shakur was with his sister, Pobre Papa de Joette. No fucking way. Woo, that tea is hot. I had no idea. That's a good tea. That's good tea right there. Is Devin Haney for reals? I think Devin Haney is good, but I would love to see his next fight. I know he was supposed to fight Teofimo, right? Oh no, that was Comey? That was Comey or Haney? Who the fuck was supposed to fight Teofimo next? Comey or Haney? Point is, sure, why not? I don't watch MMA. Is this Chicana MMA? No, this is Chicana boxing. Thank you. Come out to the song of Chavo de Noche. I'd be like doing little skanking moves. Dew, 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 dew. Virgil Ortiz is still young. He needs more experience. Of course. And he said that shit tonight. He said, I learned that I'm not ready for a title shot, so I'm going to go back and train. Of course he's not. Of course he needs more work. He only has 14 fights, my dude. He's never even gone the distance. He needs to go the distance before he wants to go get a title shot. 130, 147 is popping. Honestly, all divisions right now are pretty popping, and I fuck with it. Puro pinche boxing. Exactly. No offense, I have nothing against MMA, but again, this is not Chicana MMA. This is Chicana boxing. So I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't fuck with MMA. I don't. I'm a casual when it comes with MMA. I only know the big names like Cyborg and fucking McGregor and I don't know who else. I don't know who that is, so I'm sorry. Kane, I don't know who that is. Interview Andy. I am. I'm really looking forward to interviewing Andy because I go to Legends Boxing almost every week, and I'm very familiar with Manny Robles. I'm very familiar with Estrellita, so I'm definitely gonna interview Andy, and I'm gonna have him sign a glove so I could do a glove giveaway for his glove, for Andy's glove. So stay tuned for that one. ¿Cuántas has tomado? I think like 12. What round will Benavides kill Durrell? And will you cover that fight? When is he fighting Durrell? September? I honestly haven't even checked the credentialing for that. But I'll try to cover it. But it's not a for sure that I'll get accepted. You think Andy can win again? I think he will win again. I think Andy beats Joshua again. Same thing. He's just too fast, and he has a lot of combinations that I don't think Joshua could do well against. Teofimo's supposed to fight Comey next, which is why he told Aram he wasn't ready for him yet, is what I read. Yeah, I think after his last performance, even though it was against another undefeated guy, lengthy guy, Teofimo was like, maybe not. But even though, see, so how can you say you're not ready for Comey, but then still call out Lomachenko? Like, how the fuck does that make any sense? September 16th. Yeah, well, I'll try to. I'll apply. I might not get in, but I'm gonna try to apply. Someone's saying 16, someone's saying 28. Well, the Japanese dude was undefeated too, you guys. Like, I think a lot of people don't understand that just because someone's a guy is headlining doesn't mean that he's gonna fight somebody that is easy. You know what I mean? Whoever's undefeated is not going to be easy because they're undefeated for a fucking reason. Especially these Japanese dudes, like, they don't fuck around. So the fact that people expect if we want to just knock everybody out the water, like, y'all need to quit it with all these expectations you have on these prospects. They got to learn to adapt, and they got to learn to go the distance. And I feel like y'all are too hard on them. Yeah, the 28, right? Do a Canelo Sign Glove giveaway. How will I get close to Canelo? I don't know him. Like, I don't know him like that. I see him at the press conferences, but why would I? I don't know. How do you think Canelo's time off is going to impact his relationship with DAZN? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure DAZN was expecting a third fight with Triple G to get that money for that third fight with Triple G, and that's why they signed both of them. So I think DAZN is also kind of mad at Canelo that he's not fighting, because a big part of keeping subscribers, because it's a subscribers based little stream, that must be making DAZN mad. Like, hey, we hired you or we paid you so that you can be in our streaming services, so that you could be making our, schedule pop in, and you're not. So who knows? Oh yeah, Spencer's Porter. I mean, I applied to the credentials, but again, these are, I don't know if they'll give them to me. This is different. Does Gervonta beat most upcoming Latinos? Ryan Garcia, Virgil Teofimo. First of all, Virgil's at 147, so why would he fight Gervonta? I think Joshua can win one on the rematch, but if Andy could hurt him again, Joshua will remember the fight and he'll fight. He might get stopped again. I think he'll win if he just uses his jab and maintains his distance using the jab. If he can use a jab to maintain his distance and keep boxing on the outside, I think Joshua can make it a really, like, not boring, but like a really safe fight. What do you think? Who do you think will win, Los Negros or Tank? I don't know, because again, it's up to experience. I think that's also 50-50 because Tank has a power, but a lot of people think that Leo, because he's such a high volume puncher, he takes a lot of punches, but he's like this most of the time, and whenever lands, it's all in the gloves. So I don't know. Burchell beats Tank. I would give my left titty to see Burchell versus Tank. I'm a Canelo fan, but he's not humble Canelo anymore. Canelo's a badass prick. Will you cover Juan Vizela next Thursday? No, I honestly, I don't fuck. The last time I went to a Fantasy Springs card was when when Ryan Garcia fought, who did he fight? The last Ryan Garcia fight in March. I went when Canelo was there, and I was like, ugh, like, the drive is so heavy for me. I hate driving, so I told myself I wasn't gonna go back to Indio unless this was a really, 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 really good fight. And no offense, like, yes, Gomez versus Feliciano is a really good fight, but not enough for me to fucking drive and stay in traffic for like 3 hours. Is Canelo going to fight October 26th? I don't think so. Wilder versus Fury. Is it happening? Isn't Fury fighting someone else because Wilder's fighting someone else? I don't know. It's 50-50 like the first one. If Wilder catches him, it's over. But if if Fury survives, he might get the win this time. He's never was an area with a Japanese dude. He speaks fluent Spanish. I was highly impressed. I think you're talking about Kamera, who fought Vargas in July 14th. I think that's what you're talking about. That's not Teofimo's. That's not Teofimo's opponent. Teofimo's opponent could barely speak English. I fuck with you. Who you got winning, Wilder versus Fury? Well, again, I had Fury winning the first fight because Fury outboxed Wilder every single round. He didn't get dunked down in, but he was the Undertaker and he got up. So I had Fury winning, but I guess the judges had it a draw.
Mommy, can you come to the living room and do it?
The Solution. No. He fought the Solution. And that went the distance. I went to the last fight in March where he fought some guy that he knocked out in like 3 rounds. Just so you know, Fern, they'll pull you in front row because he's cool with PBC folks. Who the fuck? Can I be your personal driver? I mean, I guess. Ortiz is a bad hombre. No thought. Yes, he is. I think Ortiz is just too old now. And I would love to see him beat Wilder, but I don't think it's gonna happen because he's old now. Loma versus Lopez, Teofimo. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear Teofimo versus Loma. Like, I don't want to fucking hear it. Like, I just don't want to say. I don't want to hear it. Andy Ruiz versus Fury. I think Andy loses versus Fury because Fury's so goddamn flashy. And he's so, like, agile and he moves so much that I feel like even though Andy has a lot of combinations, I think they wouldn't land. Estás bien chula. No, let's be honest. Let's be real honest, guys. No, I'm not. Again, let's be real honest. I look like a witch from the Disney Channel. Wow, you know your boxing. Great job. Will support. Great job doing. Thank you. Good night, PG1PG. I appreciate the feedback. I honestly think Wilder is the best heavyweight in boxing currently. I think the heavyweight division is so high up for debate because because you guys, we have guys with such different styles. Like we have Wilder who has no fundamentals, but at the same time, all he needs is his right hand. He needs his right hand to just be like, bitch, goodbye, good night, you done, right? But on the other hand, we have Fury, who is like the total opposite. He has no power, and he's like basically just, you know, agile, dodging punches. So it's so hard to pick the best in the heavyweight because they all have different characteristics that make them the best in their own way. So I don't know who would be the best, honestly. Belleza rara. Belleza rara. Who would win? Who would you like Canelo to fight next? Oh, give me some. I was begging for the Kovalev fight. I would love to see Canelo against Kovalev.
I want Canelo to fight Triple G again.
My son wants Canelo to fight Triple G again.
Because Triple G is my favorite boxer.
I would like Canelo against Callum Smith. Just because I feel like
Canelo win.
all the UK boxers have been catching smoke here. I would love to see Canelo against Callum Smith because Callum Smith has been looking so well. But then against Canelo, who knows? You know, because all UK fighters are like kind of sus. Because they just fight over there and you don't know if they're the real deal. I would love to see Callum Smith. I would love to see Canelo against anyone. Andre, Charlo, Callum Smith, Kovalev, fucking Zurdo, bitch. Bring them all. I would love to see it. I love the way you say belleza rara because it's true. I am ugly, but I am also weird. I'm not even going to read that. Wilder will knock out Ortiz. I think so too because I think Wilder can knock out anyone. Anyone, literally. As long as, it's not if he catches you, it's when he catches you. Accepted? Okay, I'll try. These are snacks. Canelo versus Charlo. I think Canelo beats Charlo just because Charlo hasn't had the level of opposition that Canelo has had. Best chin in boxing? I think Triple G has a really good chin. Because we see him getting tagged all the time and he doesn't fall.
Yay.
Yeah, I would love to see Canelo versus Smith. We're getting Canelo versus Kovalev in November. I hope so. Shit. Well, as we know, Triple G is now with Jonathan Banks. And honestly, like I said, at this point, I don't think Triple G, too, he knows that he's on his way out of boxing. And he'll be in boxing, but promoter-wise, because he has Triple G Promotions now. So he'll be a promoter now and not a boxer. Can you please bring me more snacks? Honestly, let's see. Pacquiao versus Mayweather. Different styles, my dude. I don't like picking because it's different styles. But I think Pacquiao will be remembered in a better light than Mayweather because when Mayweather was Pretty Boy Floyd, it was amazing. But when Mayweather was Mayweather, fucking money team, it was... I mean, he fought fucking Berto, for fuck's sake, for his last boxing fight. Berto? Are you fucking kidding me? So I think Pacquiao made history in becoming the only 8 division world champ in boxing. And the way he's old and he's fighting like good competition. Meanwhile, Mayweather's fighting like MMA fighters. It's like, we can't take anything away from Mayweather. But I think Pacquiao surpassed him in the way that he does better shit. Have a good one. What's the streets created? Have a good night. Yanni Garcia also has a good chin. That's true. That's true. I know. Jaime Munguia ducking Jesse Vargas is the strangest thing to me because I feel like Jaime Munguia would sleep Jesse Vargas. And the fact he asked for a catch weight, I was like, bro, you would sleep him. So why are you being like this? That was strange as fuck to me, and I'm really annoyed about him doing that.
I need to watch that in YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it right now.
Canelo's toughest opponent 160 Triple G, Charlo, or Andre. I think it's Andre. Because Triple G, even though a lot of people say Canelo didn't beat Triple G, he looked really good in his last fight, to where most of us would assume that he would beat him very convincingly at third fight. Charlo hasn't looked great in his last fights, and because of his resume, I think Canelo would beat Charlo. Boo Boo is undefeated. Also not the best resume, but it's his tactical ability that would give Canelo problems. I feel like that's the most dangerous fighter for Canelo. No need of a trilogy when Triple G has nothing to offer. I mean, Canelo has nothing to gain from it, but at the same time, a lot of people believe that Canelo didn't beat Triple G in either fight, so they still want a third fight. Want to be my Sancha? No. Virgil Ortiz versus Teofimo Lopez. That's not a future fight because, again, Teofimo Lopez is not fighting at 147. So y'all need to research weight classes. Oh, yeah, that kid in Japan. That was New Year's, right? New Year's this year? Mayweather fought that guy. He was like a featherweight MMA fighter. 2 is not. I don't get it. So what type of girls do you like? Fresonas or chacas? I don't know what chaca means. Virgil beats Teofimo.
I got more than 5.
I think Virgil beats Teofimo easy.
12.
But different weight classes.
32.
And Mayweather a Manny's legacy better than Muhammad Ali's or Sugar Ray Robinson's? I feel like because we're in this generation, we don't want to say that this generation is better than the last generation. So I don't think anybody's going to say that. And again, I don't like comparing different generations. So I think each generation deserves their own respect.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Juan Manuel Marquez has beat Pac, in my opinion, his chins. I think, well, I don't know if you were in my live yesterday. Juan Manuel Marquez is my favorite boxer of all time. Maybe he's not the best. I never said he was the best. But he's my personal favorite. His timing, his combinations, motherfucker was on it. Juan Manuel Marquez beat Pac. Oh, yeah. I think he got robbed a couple times. Pac-Man is a great fighter, but the fighter Spence will knock him out. I think Spence beats him too. Who wins, Jacob or Charlo? I think Charlo beats Jacob. Virgil Silver Spence is the future. I think like 2021. I don't think anytime soon. That'll be a good ass fight because they both have power.
Oh no, I tried getting it.
David Benavides could beat Canelo. David Benavides could beat Canelo. David Benavides versus Virgil in the future.
You're rude.
I'm sorry. I don't want to sound mean, but are y'all fucking stupid? You just put David Benavides against Canelo and then against Virgil. No offense, but are y'all fucking stupid? Y'all wildin'. Canelo got schooled by Mayweather, but ever since that loss, he just improved. Yeah, I know. And a lot of people say that. It's a really good choice of words because Canelo did most definitely get schooled by Mayweather. Well, why do you go to school? To learn. So you go to school to learn and then get better, right? Or whatever. So yes, Canelo didn't win one single round against Mayweather, but he learned and he's better now. Chana, you're so beautiful and I like your channel. Thank you. I love Sinaloa. I'm from Nayarit, so I'm like right next to Sinaloa. Sinaloa for sure. Okay, guys. They was having trouble making 135. Okay, he might move to 140, but I don't think he'll move to 147 any time where he'll be facing Virgil. Chacas like Chiqui Narco style with San Judas Tadeo shirts. Neither. Not like school, drained and experienced. If Canelo fights Triple J and Canelo's gonna sleep him. Honestly, I don't think Canelo sleeps Triple J because Triple J has a good ass chin. Maybe to the body. Oh, fuck. I'm way behind.
I want to play that.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. People be like, Loma versus Wilder. I know. Do y'all not know weight classes exist? But just fight Browner. Broner or Browner?
Browner.
I would love to see Virgil against Broner. Do you think Jaime Munguia can beat Triple G at 160? Fuck no. Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Who you got? Man, that's a hard fight. I don't think it's going to happen. And if it does, it's not going to be anytime soon. Crawford is like a really tactical fighter. You know, he fights really well. He has a really good ring IQ. And Spence has a lot of power and really good body shots. That's as 50-50 as you could get. So unless that fight gets announced, I'm not going to try to predict a winner. But anyway, guys. Anyways, guys. You have a good night. I just want to come live after the fight because I was really hyped up. Estrada. Oh, Estrada's fighting his mandatory, right? I want Estrada to fight Chocolatito next. Because you know Estrada lost to Chocolatito.
Could someone tell me?
I would love to see Chocolatito with Estrada now. After Chocolatito's mentality change for a loss. And then after Estrada beat Wrong Beside. You alright?
Yeah.
I would love to see it. Valdez Burchett. I think Burchett wins against Valdez. But I would love to see it. Guys. Canelo versus Pacquiao. Triple G versus Chavez Jr. That'd be a good ass fight. I think that would be an awesome big payday fight. Follow me on Chicana Boxing. Let me see if I can type it. Oh, I don't think I can. Follow me on Chicana.boxing on Instagram and Lilykins on Twitter. And I'll be going live more often, but I will also be bringing you guys more interviews more often. I'm going to try to get interviews this week because I'm going to attend the workouts for the press conferences for the Top Rank fight happening this weekend. So I'm going to be getting those interviews in. I have an interview with Panchito Cedevaca, which is the guy that Navarrete is fighting. Because you know Navarrete is fighting this next weekend defending his WBO super bantamweight title. So I have an interview with Panchito, who's his challenger. And then I'm going to try to get an interview with Navarrete in Spanish this next week. Okay? So I'll definitely be getting interviews with them. So you guys can comment all the weird shit y'all are commenting on that shit. And I will see you guys soon. I will be making more videos. I'll be making more like videos of updates and stuff. So thank you guys for joining my live. It's like late and you guys are still on here. So I really do appreciate it. Saludos hasta Oklahoma. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys soon. And then once Andy goes back to camp, because Andy does follow me on Instagram. Because, again, I knew Andy back when he was in Top Rank with Abel Sanchez. So, he does follow me back. I'm going to try to set up. Maybe we can go live together. And you guys can say hi to him, to Andy. So, I'll see you guys soon. You guys have a good night. And say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.